Yeah.
Can I send the link to my wife so she can watch?
Last year's team, we had a dad that he put remote cameras behind each of the goals. He had them on the blue lines. I mean, he had this whole production. He didn't even watch the game.
Yeah.
He was on his computer, like toggling between screens.
So that was his.
We're not there. Okay. We're not there.
This is like internet. I think this is our fourth game of the year. We've actually videos. So yeah.
Well, you got to do some commentary then.
Yeah. Let's see how that goes.
Oh, we flew. Yeah. It's like it's a good 24 hours.
That's what I thought.
I've done the drive from Denver before.
Yeah.
It's not quick.
That's what I figured.
Well, good luck to the Seahawks today. I think the Broncos are losing right now. 7-3.
I'm ripping my kid out of here right after it.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I'm glad you guys made it to this game.
Yeah.
Well,
I wanted to tell him. I was like, listen, if you play like shit,
right.
I thought that might
You're
be
sitting in the car.
Yeah.
Well, I feel bad for you and whoever's sitting next to him. He might be all stinky.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh well. Broncos? Yeah, they're losing 7-3. I think it's already second quarter. Testing. I don't. You're watching the game live. You don't have to feel guilty about it. I mean, if you go back here and you sit and you're just watching that game, then you should feel guilty. No one will even know. I won't say it live on the air.
I'll give you score.
All right, I think sound quality is okay. No, go ahead, do it. Get it out. Do you hear any? It's this right here, remember. All right, welcome to Tacoma, Washington for the SeaTac Midwinter Classic Tournament. The Littleton Hawks wearing white with black trim, going up against the Vancouver Thunderbirds wearing blue with white trim. The Hawks versus the Thunderbirds. We're in the Sprinkler Rec Center in Tacoma. Got 13-minute periods, it looks like. And that is Trace Taylor out there at center to take the opening faceoff. Trace fighting for it, but Vancouver controls it, and they'll flip it in and chase after it. That is Nolan racing back to get the puck. It's taken away. Oh, centering pass went through the slot, but never could get a stick on it. Vancouver couldn't. Pass across to the far side towards Trace. He can't handle it. Gets thrown off the puck, and Vancouver comes into the zone. Tries to get around the defender and does. Centering pass, that's deflected through the crease to the far boards. That's Zach with it. Tries to get it out. That was Colin, too. Couldn't get it out. Vancouver still controlling. Biggest guy on the ice right now. So gets a shot on Sachin. Sachin with his first test and makes the save. 12:22 left in the first period. Hawks will control that briefly, but then poked away and kept in at the blue line just barely. Vancouver with most of the puck possession here for the first part of this game. Fighting for it along the boards. Vancouver sweeps it in deep. That's Cole going back for it. He sends that up the boards. That was, I think, Tyler trying to deflect it. Couldn't quite get a stick on it, but no icing. Vancouver goes back to retrieve it. Tries to break out and does. 3-on-2 if they hustle. Gets across on sides. Gets his stick lifted from behind by Kellen. That is Larry now fighting for it behind the net. Vancouver comes away with it, circles around. That went right through the crease. Sachin might have gotten a stick on that one to veer it away. Vancouver with all the pressure here early on. Tyler tried to find Kellen, and now that is Carson with it, but he gets it poked away. Larry with it, tries to get it out and does. Hawks go for a quick line change. Vancouver trying to catch him. But good job by the subs hustling back onto the ice. Yeah, but Vancouver breaks in again. Christian tries to shove his guy into the boards, does separate him from the puck, but Vancouver still controls it. Now Kai pokes it away, but still that shot from Vancouver goes wide of the net. Flipped up along the boards, kept in by Vancouver. And here come the Hawks back the other way at 2-on-2. That's Christian and Kai with it. Christian sends that one towards the net, kicked aside by the Thunderbirds goalie. Now Bryden with it, hands it off to Kai. He fights for it behind the net. Christian and Kai behind the net. Another Vancouver player comes in and forks it away. And here come the Thunderbirds. Kicks it to himself, but Nolan there to break it up. And now here's Christian with it. He's got Kai streaking up the far side. Finds him. He breaks into the zone. Sends that one on net. First shot of the game. Yeah, maybe the second official shot of the game for the Hawks. Caught and frozen. 10:19 left in the first period. And the Broncos have a fumble recovery, losing 7-3 in the second quarter back home. Probably most of you are watching both, I'm guessing. Here comes Vancouver. On the break, good poke by Nolan. That was maybe offsides, but no call. They play on. Zach chases this down in the corner. And now Trace flips that up the boards, but not out. Trace now slides it to Zach, just out of reach. That was Colin with it. Sachin forced to make another save. We're under 10 minutes left in the first period, mostly controlled by Vancouver on the early going. Vancouver drove down this morning. Couple-hour drive. Now Trace hustling through the zone. He flips that one hard off the boards. Might be a little too hard, though. That's going to go for icing. 9:34 left in the first period.
Katie's down the other end. No one wants to stand next to her.
Yes, you can. You can. It's fine. Trace on the face-off. Vancouver controls it, though. Circles around in the corner, sends it up to the blue line. That one sent on the net, and that one deflected just past Sachin, but the post helps him out, and then they are able to freeze it underneath him, and it stays scoreless. Good deflection on that shot by the Thunderbirds, but helped out by the post. Here's Tyler up the boards. Can't get it out. Now he does. And there's Kellen trying to help out. Harassing his the defender, but he is able to get that one up the boards. Here comes Vancouver. Skates it in on sides through center. Loses it to a teammate, but he'll send it deep. Cole will go and try and get it. Vancouver gets around him. Centering pass. Gets caught up under some skates. On the far dot in the far circle, Cole pushes it behind the net. Ilya comes in to push that up the boards. Tyler, now Cole, but Vancouver still controlling it. A lot of play down on this right side of the ice in the early goings here. Hawks need to get some offense going. Ilya pressuring his player. Now pushes it up the boards. Vancouver still controls it. Centering pass towards the near circle. Cole is in the way. He has to circle behind the net. Centering pass wide open right in the slot, and the whistle coming up. They're going to, I don't know what that call is. He's pointing to the crease.
Oh, he was standing in the crease. I don't know if he, I mean, yeah, look at the crease.
Not really sure what that call is, but
Pull it up on you.
we'll take it. It's not a penalty. We're not going on the power play. But neutral zone face-off.
Oh, it's a retro.
Vancouver wins this one back. Flips it to the near side. That is Larry, I believe, with it. Flips it up the boards. Just out of reach of Christian, though. He's got to chase after it on the forecheck. Thunderbirds reverse it back to the near side. Skate up with some speed, the defender does, and then he dumps it in. Larry will get there first. He controls the puck, pushes it up the boards, intercepted by Vancouver. Bouncing puck comes to center and then pushed out to neutral by the Hawks. Thunderbirds retrieve it again, dump it deep. Here's Larry chasing after it. We're under 8 minutes left in the first period, mostly controlled by the Thunderbirds. That centering pass deflected up towards the blue line, kept in though. Christian with it, tries to get it out, can't do it. He tries again and does get it out this time. Ref got in the way of Bryden. Now poked from Christian back to Bryden. He circles around, sends that one into the zone, and will chase after it. Great hustle by Bryden. Gets our first good scoring attempt. Tried to go for that near post, but the Vancouver goalie was standing large. Great hustle there by Bryden to make something happen.
Oh,
But a good save. 7:22 left in the first period. Trace to take this. I think our first offensive zone face-off. I think that one bounced off a ref and goes back towards the net. Now pushed up the boards. Ref in the way again. Cole tries to stand him up at the blue line, but he gets around him. That one knocked down by Trace. Pushed to this near side for Colin. Colin flips that one in the zone. Just wide of the net, but played by the goalie. Now Colin chases after it. Gets a huge check in the corner, and that's a penalty coming up. Yeah, it's definitely a penalty. Raised his arms away. He was away from the boards. We're going to say an elbowing call.
clearly not almost legal hit.
Ref talking to the player in the box. Our first power play.
Go Hawks!
And it'll be, looks like a 2-minute power play. Nothing on the board though, so we'll just guess. Cole with it on the far side, passes it behind the net. There's Colin with it. He reverses course. Does it a couple times. Sees Trace out towards the blue line, but Nolan gets it. Sends that one wide of the net. Zach with it on the near post, can't put it home. Colin with it again. He takes his time. Centering pass goes right through the crease, all the way through. Cole pushes it back into the corner. Good puck possession here for the Hawks on the power play. Colin with it again. Spins around. Still has it behind the net. Pushes that one to the far side. Centering pass. Couldn't quite get it through to Trace. Cole lost an edge trying to keep that one in, and so it goes all the way down. Nolan will come back to get it. We're down to about 1:10 left in the power play. Good pass by Colin across to the far side, but Tyler couldn't handle it, and they turn it over. And here comes Vancouver. Back the other way. Pushed off of his stick by Ilya. Ilya now with it. Gets a screen and then sends it all the way to the far side, but Colin was going for a line change. Tyler hustling after it, though. Gets it, tried to stuff it in on the far side, and couldn't do it. Now Carson with it, pushes it behind the net. Tyler shoves his guy into the boards. He goes down. Helen with it. Centering pass doesn't get through. Here's Vancouver with it. We're down to maybe 40 seconds left in the power play. Carson takes it away, though. They come back the other way. Tries to get that one on net, but deflected. Still on the attack. Maybe about 20 seconds left in the power play. They don't have it on the scoreboard, so I'm just guessing. Then the power play is over. We're back to even strength. Helen with it on the far boards. Tries to push that one in and can't do it. Intercepted by the Thunderbirds. Slides it up the near side. Centering pass got through everybody and found a Thunderbird, but he couldn't control it. A 2-on-3 coming back the other way. That's offside.
Broncos touched it.
Sounds like the Broncos might have just taken the lead. And that's what we need here.
Go Hawks!
Kai making a equipment adjustment. Bryden on the faceoff wins it and then throws it into the zone and chases after it. We're under 5 minutes left in the first period, still 0-0. Kai tried to lift the stick and did, but couldn't find it. The Thunderbirds retain possession, send it around the near side. Slow to get to that one. Now Bryden is able to get it, but Thunderbirds get it out to neutral and they're back on the attack. A 2-on-4 developing. Good hit by Christian to get his guy off the puck. But that one sent towards the net, deflected wide, and now Kai has it. He's got Bryden streaking. Oh, couldn't quite get it to him. Deflected by the Thunderbirds player, but Bryden gets to it. Centering pass into the crease, but the goalie plays it. Had an opportunity on the near post, but couldn't quite control it. Good shift by the Hawks here. Larry with it. Winds up a wrist. That deflected in on goal and through the legs of the Thunderbirds goalie for the first goal of the game. And I don't know if that went off a Hawk. They're sending Larry through the line first, so it might have deflected off a Thunderbirds player. 1-0 Hawks with 4:03 left in the first period. Riding on the face-off, Thunderbirds control it. Sent deep. Gets past Ilya, but he'll chase after it. Gets to it second. Thunderbirds get it first. Cole now applying pressure, but it comes to Kai. He slides out and towards center, but Christian had trouble controlling that one, and they're going to wave off icing as that one goes deep into the zone, but too slow for icing. Kai getting smothered against the boards. Now Colin comes in to help. And the Thunderbirds take it away. 3-on-3 back the other way. They skate on sides. Tries to get around a player. Ilya throws a stick at it. Got another stick on it. Sachin had to make the save, and the rebound cleared out of the way. Thunderbirds still control it. They're trying to switch this momentum back in their favor with 3:25 left in the first period. Skating through the circle. Gets it to a teammate. Another 2 attempts on the near post. Sachin had to make a good save, and the Hawks break it out and flip that one into the zone. Just wide of the net, but the goalie played it, so no icing. Centering pass comes all the way through, deflected by the Thunderbirds, and it's a foot race. This is Ilya chasing after it. Shoves his guy out of the way. Great play by Ilya. He's got it with a head of steam coming behind the net. Makes a move through a couple players, but got it pushed off of his stick. Here comes Thunderbirds again. Cole was in the way of that. Wind up for a wrist shot, and he never got it off. Ilya on defense again. Shoves his guy into the corner, but he still has it. Thunderbirds with the puck in the near circle now. Skates between a couple guys. A little bit of too passive defense there. We got to be way more aggressive. That rebound comes out to the near circle. Slap shot goes wide of the net. He didn't get all of it. Centering pass comes right into the slot. Colin couldn't corral it underneath his skates. And the Thunderbirds keep it in the zone. Ilya slaps that one hard around the boards. Colin with it deflects it out to neutral. Oh, but Trace couldn't quite reach it to get a breakaway, and we'll go for a change. Colin stepping up, breaks up that pass, but the Thunderbirds are just being a little bit more aggressive, skating a little bit faster than we are in the early goings here. If we could just be a little bit more aggressive, I think we could do well in this game. We're just getting out hustled here in the early stages. But we lead 1-0 with 1:45 to go in the first period. Gets around Nolan in the corner. Still has it behind the net. Centering pass deflected off the side of the net, it looks like. But Thunderbirds still control. Push behind the net. Thunderbirds get to it. Centering pass through the slot. No one home. Here's Tyler with it. A one-on-one. Tries to get around his guy and does, but lost it into the far side and got himself offsides. Carson face off, wins it, pushes it into the zone, and the Thunderbirds control it. Good deflection there by Kellen. Outmuscles the smaller defender, winds up a wrister, but didn't get all of it. Deflected just wide of the net. Carson hustling after it, gets to it. Now flipped up the boards, got just by Carson, and the Thunderbirds able to break out. Good pass off the boards there, controlled by the Thunderbirds. Good hustle by Tyler to lift the stick and take that away. Still muscling his guy into the corner. That is a penalty coming up on Tyler. A little too aggressive, trying to take his player out of the way, and they're going to call him for interference. Interference. The puck was in the corner, but I guess playing the body more than he was the puck. And the Thunderbirds get their first power play. Trailing 1-0 with 52 seconds left, so hopefully they won't score, and this power play will go into the second period. Face-off controlled by the Thunderbirds. Winds up a wrister. Sachin with the save. Bouncing puck. Rebound cleared out of the way by Ilya, I think. Thunderbirds still control it, but now poked away. And here comes Christian, I think, with the puck. That could have been interference by the Thunderbirds player, but no call. Thunderbirds circle back around, but good job by Christian to get it out. Larry now with it. Intercepts it and sends it off the boards. But the Thunderbirds able to take that away, get it into the zone, now push back out to neutral. Bryden hustling after it on the forecheck. Thunderbirds skated into the zone. Good hustle, and that's another penalty coming up on Larry. A little too aggressive on that check. And then Larry skated over the guy, and I didn't see what happened, but he's hurt. I don't know if he caught a stick, maybe, as they were kind of spinning around. I didn't see what happened when he got hurt. I don't know. I don't think that was on the initial hit, but it could have been. And then they got tangled up after the hit, and he went down. I'm not sure what happened. But it's going to be a 5-on-3 power play for a bit. He's up and skating. That is number 7, I think. Not sure what the discussion is. I don't know why they'd give him a penalty shot, but I wonder if they're maybe arguing if it's a major penalty. And since there's no time coming up on the scoreboard, there's no time coming up for the power play on the scoreboard, so I have no idea how long this is going to be. I thought I saw the ref hold up 4 fingers. All right, we're trying to get the word here. All right, 5-on-3 power play for the Thunderbirds. Bryden fights for it in the corner. They send it out to the point, sent towards the net, deflected. Sachin with a good save, pushed to the corner. Thunderbirds still control it. Skates into the circle. That deflected wide of the net. Controlling it beside the net. And at the buzzer, tried to get a shot off, but Bryden got a stick on it and deflected up into the netting. And after one, It's 1-0. So just a 2-minute. Okay. So I think we've still got a minute on the 5-on-3. All right, please make sure that you can still hear me. And this is ScoreCam, I think, is this app.
Is it?
And then it loads up to YouTube. All right, please let me know if the sound is still okay, because I accidentally was fiddling around with the iPad. Thank you. All right, we have a minute or so left in the 5-on-3. Tyler and Larry in the box. All right. The Thunderbirds control it. Skated into the zone. Intercepted and cleared out to the zone. That was Nolan throwing that one towards the blue line. Thunderbirds skate in. Nolan on the puck again. Helped out. I think that's Colin on the far side, but can't get it out. Good play by the Hawks to not allow them to set up, and now they find him in the far circle. Good save by Sachin. Bounced right into the crease or into the slot and cleared out of the way. Comes around to the near side. Try the wraparound. Sachin got his leg there just in time. Thunderbirds still with it. Tyler is out of the box. And here he skates right into the zone. Now it's a 5-on-4 power play for a bit. They have it on the near post. Centering pass. Good save by Sachin. Standing large. That one sent up the near boards and out. Tyler out of the box. He should be fresh. He's hustling after this puck. Throws a stick at it. Comes around the near side. Gets taken out by the goalie. No call. And then they're going to send Tyler got tripped by the goalie, went into the boards, and as he was sliding out of control into the boards, he was tripped by the goalie. So Tyler was tripped by the goalie, and as he's sliding out of control into the corner, accidentally tripped one of the Thunderbirds player, and they send him to the box.
Oh, there he's coming back out.
No, that Larry's out of the box. And that's a terrible call. That is a ridiculous call. So Tyler out of the box for about 20 seconds, goes right back into the box. Three refs on the ice, and they all blew it. 4 refs on the ice, and they all blew it. Oh, they're sending. There's a Thunderbirds player going to the box too. No one knows what's going on, including the refs.
I would tell you, except it's not a fair. They're very slow. What is happening? Get a handle on this game. They need to put penalties on this board, because I don't think they're tracking how much time these guys are supposed to play. I don't know if Tyler's penalties technically.
It should be. I mean, he came out and was skating on a shift.
So Larry maybe went back in and still has 60 seconds left in his net. He went in at 15 left. So he should be done, right?
Again, no one knows what's going on, especially the refs. So Larry should have
8 seconds.
only a few seconds left. All right. And now we have another stoppage as the net comes off the Mormons. Oh my God. There's still 11:49 left in the second period. This is the longest second period ever. We're a minute into the second period still. All right, here's Trace on the face-off. And it's 4-on-4. Now Larry comes out of the box. Now it's 5-on-4. The Hawks are on the power play now. I'm not sure how that math works out, but the Hawks are on the power play. It's 5-on-4 right now. Not sure why. All right, whatever. Carson and Kellen fighting for it on the far side. Tries to send it towards the net. Deflects behind the net. Thunderbirds get there first. Kellen throws a shoulder. Now the Hawks with it. Send it up to the blue line. Nolan winds up a heavy wrister, and that went off the glove of the Thunderbirds goalie and into the net, and it's 2-0 Hawks. 2 defenders with 2 goals so far in this one. So now Tyler is still in the box. Thunderbirds do not have anyone in the box. And I think we're back to even strength, both sides. So I don't know if Tyler got a 2 and 10. Right. But then there should be someone else in there with him.
Somebody served. Well, yeah, somebody would have had to have served the 2.
Right. I don't no idea why Tyler's still in the box and we're playing at even strength. All right. 10:46 left in the second period. 2-0 Hawks in a game that's mostly been controlled by Vancouver. They still control it in the corner. That's Ilya fighting for it. Wedges it against the boards. Bryden tried to help out, but Thunderbirds skate away with it. Circles around in the far circle. Still controls it. Throws it behind the net. Cole applying some pressure, but they slide it up the boards. Kept in at the blue line. Kai got a stick on that. Sent all the way across and out to neutral. Thunderbirds still controlling it. Waiting to get back on sides. Throws it off the boards into the zone. Ilya had trouble controlling it, but able to push it up the boards. Now dumped in. Cole controls it. Down to 10 minutes left in the second period. 2-0 Hawks. Bryden had it pushed off of his stick. Good check by Christian and Kai. But they get it deep. Cole pushes it up the boards. Now Ilya pushes it on further. Centering pass. Just too far ahead of Bryden, but deflected by the Thunderbirds player, but he's able to send that one around. Thunderbirds still with it. Christian knocks that one down and keeps it in. Dumps it in deep. Kai receives a check in the corner, but comes away with the puck. Tries to circle behind the net, gets shoved down from behind. No call. Trace tries to pull that one out, and it's getting kind of physical behind the net here. Kai throws himself in the mix. Centering pass comes to Ilya, and that one deflected in the goal. And they're going to send a couple different players to the box. And again, who knows who they're sending for what. Bryden may have embellished that one just a little bit, but I think one of theirs is going into the box, so we'll take it. So someone for the Thunderbirds is going to the box. Is anyone for the Hawks going to the box? So the Hawks are, I guess, getting a power play out of this. All right, 5-on-4. Hawks getting a power play. Tyler's still in the box for some reason. Trace tries to reach in and grab it. Now he skates away with it, circles between a couple players, loses it to Zach. He sends that up to the point. Ilya with it, fires a wrister. He got more on that than he should have, and it got through. And the Thunderbirds goalie has to make the save. 9 minutes exactly left in the second period. 2-0 Hawks. Trace on the faceoff wins it to the far boards. Hawks are on the power play. That one pushed just hard enough to get out of the zone. Larry with it, sends it over to Nolan. He slides it over the far side. Colin, good deflection. The Trace tried to get around a player but couldn't do it. Sent out the neutral. Bouncing puck gets by Nolan. He's got to go back and get it. 8:42 left in the second period. I have no idea how much time is left in the power play. Larry with it, sends that one a little bit too hard and too far away from Trace, but not hard enough for icing. But Thunderbirds will go back and get it in our offensive zone. Trace on the forecheck, good clear off the boards, all the way across. Colin calling for the puck, skates it into the zone, slides that one between the wickets of the Thunderbirds player, but Trace couldn't quite corral it. Larry steps up on it, keeps it deep. Pushed up the boards by the Thunderbirds, and they'll get it behind the net. That's Zach on the forecheck, but the Thunderbirds still controlling. Sent all the way through, deflected off a stick. Nolan has to take it away. Tried to pass it on, but that one deflected off the body of the Thunderbirds player, but now Nolan takes it away. Colin took it away from Nolan, but sends that one up to Carson just on the ice. Tyler's still in the box for who knows how long, and we're back to even strength. That one kept at the blue line for a second, but that was Kellen unable to control it for long. Centering pass deflected by Larry, and he controls it and slides it out of harm's way. Pushed up the boards. Now Kellen and Kai fighting for it on the far boards. Here's Larry with it. Takes his time, assesses the situation. Centering pass behind, I think that's Zach. And now Kellen gets his own breakaway. Tries to cut, and he gets tripped. That's a breakaway. Are they going to give him? They're saying interference. Are they going to give him a penalty shot and say it was a breakaway? Kellen was tripped hard into the goalie, and he is slow to get up. Are we going to call that a penalty shot?
Go, Kellen!
And, of course, we will wait again to see what the referees do with this, and I think it's going to be a penalty shot.
So Tyler got a 2 and unsportsmanlike mate. So they're saying 8 minutes. So
Tyler got a 2 and 10 for unsportsmanlike. So maybe when he was tripped, his mouth got him in the penalty box. All right, we've got to shoot it. We've got a penalty shot here. This is going to be Kellen on the penalty shot. Takes his time with the puck. Comes right down the center. Good puck handling. Makes a move and scores! Able to slide that around the stick side of the goalie, right past the post. And it's 3-0 Hawks. T-Birds have controlled a lot of this puck possession, but the Hawks have been able to take advantage on the scoreboard. And we're waiting for the ref to clear up something. The scoreboard still says 2-0. And here's the face-off from center ice. Down to about 7 minutes left in this second period. That shot goes wide of the net. Poked up the boards, but Thunderbirds able to keep it in momentarily and then pushed out the neutral by Carson, and he and Kellen will chase after it. T-Birds swing it around hard on the far post, on the far boards, but skated in off sides by Ilya. All right, Bryden on the face-off. That one pushed into the zone. Christian tries to get a stick in there and does. Takes it away. Slides it over to Collins. Shot from the circle. Saved and smothers the rebound. Good play there by the Hawks. Got a good shot attempt. Thunderbirds trying to make a late line change, and the refs weren't having any part of that. Send them back to the bench. Hawks controlled it momentarily in the far circle, and here come the Thunderbirds back the other way. Gets to the red line, dumps it in. Now they'll go for a change. That is Larry shoves his guy off of the puck, but Thunderbirds come away with it. Backhander might have deflected off the stick of Cole, and now Thunderbirds with it again. Winds up a slap shot, but didn't get a stick on it. Kept in at the blue line, pushed deep. Thunderbirds controlling it in their offensive zone. Larry's playing with it in the corner, pushes it up the boards. There's Colin, tries to get it by and does, but was kind of taken out and never could get to the puck. Sachin had to play that one into the corner. Kept it in. Now Christian with it, but they can't get it out. Thunderbirds sweep it in deep. Here's Larry with it. Pushes that one up the boards to Colin. He one more time tried to deflect it out, couldn't do it. Kept in nicely at the blue line by the Thunderbirds. Tries to step around a few Hawks and can't do it. Christian with it. Now that is Carson, I think, able to get that one out the neutral. Nope, that is Carson or Colin. That one shot, Bryden, goal! Colin got a cross check to the face, but he got it to Bryden, and Bryden roofed it, and it's 4-0 Hawks. 5:33 left in the game, in the second period. Tyler's still in there. Beginning early in this period. So he's probably got, there you go. Tyler maybe another 4 minutes in the penalty box. But he better be fresh. He better have fresh legs when he comes out. And we know he's going to be mad. All right, here's Kai with it. Spins around. Zach with it now. Skates through center. Tries to make a move, but poked off of his stick. Kai comes in. Holds on to it until we can get back on sides. Dumps it deep. Thunderbirds retrieve it. Poked off of his stick nicely by Zach. Fights for it in the corner, but the Thunderbirds able to slap that one up towards the blue line. Rhett kept it for a minute, but then lost control. And here come the Thunderbirds, a 2-on-1 with some Hawks hustling back. Gets around Nolan, but goes a little bit too far and too deep. Has to circle all the way around. Centering pass comes out to the blue line. That one headed towards the net, but wide. Under 5 minutes left in the second period. 4-0 Hawks. Thunderbirds still control it, but can't do anything with it. And now Zach has it. He's going to get to the red line and fire that one towards the net, but deflects wide. Trace will go for a line change. Tyler standing up in the box. He's antsy to get out. Now harassed from behind. Zach is able to take that away, but then sent back into the zone. Nolan with it, sends it out to neutral, intercepted by the Thunderbirds. They circle around, harassed by Christian. Centering pass deflects off of Carson. Now played back out to neutral again. Hawks protecting a 4-0 lead, but there's a lot of hockey to go in this game, so we can't get too conservative here. Still need to be aggressive. That one deflects towards the net. Sachin had to poke that one away, and the Hawks control it. Flips it out to neutral. Nolan tries to chase after it, but a little too far and too hard. Thunderbirds send it back into the zone, just barely off sides, and they're going to send this one down at least to neutral, or it's center ice. I think they're saying it's going to be a center ice drop. Carson on the face-off. One to the far side. Ilya that one deflected up in the air. Pushed back towards our blue line. And now pushed deep. Are they going to call icing on that? They're saying no. Deflected off a couple sticks. Kellen with it. Tried a slap shot. Didn't get that one. But comes in to poke it away. Chases after it. Still fighting for it in the near corner. Good play by Kellen. Centering pass off of Carson's skate. And frozen by the Thunderbirds goalie. 3:27 left in the second period. And Tyler emerges from the box finally. See if he can clean up that potty mouth for the rest of the game. Bryden on the faceoff wins it back to Christian. Up to Larry. Slap shot. Clean look at it. Rebound. Poked at a couple times. And now smothered by the Thunderbirds goalie. I'm sure he said something he learned from his mom, I'm sure. It was an unsportsmanlike, a 2 and 10.
I think it was just an 8.
Or 2 and 8.
No, 2. I think it was 8.
Ah, I didn't know there was an 8. I didn't know they did 8-minute majors. All right, Christian with it in the corner. Centering pass. Couldn't quite get it through. That rebound attempt by Bryden went off the post. They were fighting for it in front of the net, and the ref blew it dead for some reason. I don't know what the rules are in Washington. I don't know what the hockey rules are in Washington. And they're bringing it out to neutral. I don't know if there's some rule that you can't. If there's some rule that you can't be in the crease at all for this tournament, maybe. I have no idea. All right, we'll try and look that up and get some answers for you. Christian with it on the blue line, and they're saying offsides, I guess. As the Broncos take the lead back in Denver. With 22 seconds left in the half. 16-10. All right, back to hockey. Trace on the faceoff. Kicks that one to the side, gets poked away. Nolan with it, slides it up to Kellen. Tried to center that one to Trace, but he does get it. Pushes it deep. Zach hustles after it. Gets there at the same time. Centering pass. Didn't quite get through. Now finds Trace, but he didn't get all of that one. And the goalie was able to make the save on the far post. That was a bouncing, wobbling puck, and Trace didn't get all of it. But a good attempt, good save with 2:27 left in the second period. Still 4-0 Hawks. Comes to center. Kai almost intercepted that one, and a 3-on-2 developing if Vancouver hustles, which they're not. Nolan plays that one casually off the wall. And now Kai gets in the way, and Nolan's able to take the puck away. Pushed off of his stick, but now Nolan sends it in deep. Trace goes for a change as Zach chases after this one. Thunderbirds flipped that one off the boards, and it hit the ref, and that was a good break for the Hawks as they had a guy streaking down the near boards. Sent all the way deep, under 2 minutes left in the second period. Tyler back on the ice. We better see some hustle out of him. Here come the Thunderbirds. Kicks it to Tyler. Now pushed off the sides. Carson on the face-off, controlled back to the Hawks, and then thrown towards Tyler. He had to get out of the way of that one. Carson tries to break it up. Tyler hustling after it now, throws a shoulder, but they get it in deep. Here's Larry with it, down to 1:25 left in the second period. Centering pass just missed and kept in at the blue line by the Thunderbirds. Sent towards Sachin, and he smothers that one to freeze it with 1:18 left. All right, face off by Carson. No one controlling it just yet. Poked off the stick. Carson tried to break out with it. Now harassed by Larry in the corner. Throws his guy into the boards. Carson there to help out. Good fight by Larry, but Thunderbirds come away with it. This is Rhett harassing him. Now poked off of his stick, but a close range wrister from the bottom of the circle, and Sachin standing tall on the post. 56 seconds left in the second period.
No, it's good for us.
Kai comes in to try and take this face-off away, and does. Gets it out to neutral. Hustles after it, harassed by Bryden. Also goes to the far side. Christian hustling after it. Now Bryden with it. Pokes that one back to Christian. One-timer. Fluttered over the net. Comes to the near side. Thunderbirds control it briefly, but poked away by Bryden to Christian. Back to Bryden. Centering pass. Just missed Kai. But he was tripped on the way in. I'm assuming that it's Kai was tripped on the way in, and the Thunderbirds are going to the box. And they never give a signal. I mean, maybe they signal immediately. Oh my God, I have no idea. We have no clue. All right, who knows why these guys are in the box? They're sending two players, but they sent a Hawk, and a Thunderbird to the box. I didn't see either. Tyler's not in there anymore. He's home away from home, the penalty box today. We're waiting for game sheets to update. Bryden on the faceoff. We've got 5-on-5 hockey with a Hawk and a Thunderbird, both in the box. Kai races in to take this away. Centering pass found Zach, but it deflected wide of the net and cleared our way by the Thunderbirds. Kept near the blue line. That one just barely on sides. Kai all over the place in this game. Harasses the player from behind. Sent harmlessly into our zone. And I think that's Ilya playing it to the near boards. Poked back towards our zone. Bryden comes in to take it away. Thrown to the far side. Bouncing puck past Kai. Thrown in offsides with 1 second left in the second period. Christian went in for unsportsmanlike, hopefully only for 2 minutes. We don't know why the Thunderbird player's in there. I'm saying for roughing, which I also didn't see. And that's the horn for the second period. It was a good one for the Hawks. 4-0. And what's the Broncos score? 2010?
Yeah, but I have to. She was, no, whatever it's worth. Who has her 100 off? What's he doing? No, Brent's
On the far side there? Is that Cole? Or Rhett, maybe? Well, there's Cole, so maybe that's Rhett. A Hawks player has his helmet off and is off the ice or off the bench. We're trying to figure out who it is. So we'll let you know as soon as we find out. Thunderbirds control it off the face-off. Might be Colin. All right. Thunderbirds with bouncing puck on the far post. Sachin standing large, able to push that away. Trace goes to get it. Tries to get it out. Kept in. Tyler tries to recover it also. Now it comes to Trace. Gets poked off of his stick, but he still controls it. Splits a couple defenders. Still has it. Makes another move. Now he tries to slide it to Tyler. Can't quite reach it. Thunderbird player takes it away, but Tyler steals it from behind. But now Thunderbirds get it and send it up the boards. That's Kellen with it. Tries to push that one to Tyler. Gets behind the referee and then behind the net. Kellen now with it. Tried to spin around. Goes off the back of the net. Tyler has to get it. He gets shoved into the boards. Kicks it to himself. Still fighting for it. Flips that one behind the net, but the Thunderbirds get it. Hawks lead 4-0. 12 minutes left in the game. Thunderbirds skate in offside or onsides. Fires a wrist or missed it. Pushed up the boards. Here's Tyler with it. Tried to flip it, but deflected by a Thunderbirds player, and now slides it up the board. Trace fires that one out of the zone, and that's going to slow down enough for no icing. Kellen on the forecheck, but can't get there. That's too many men on the ice. They're going to call it. Too many men on the ice. I mean, they were making a wholesale line change, and I think Kellen just threw it into the scrum, and they're going to get too many men on the ice. I mean, I don't know who was on the ice, who was off the ice, who was supposed to be on the ice, but it'll be a Hawks power play. All right, here's Carson on the face-off. Hawks get a 2-minute power play. Kept in at the blue line. Carson fires it off the boards. Now thrown over his head, and the Thunderbirds are going to be able to break this one out, but he threw it into the bench. That in the NHL, that's a delay of game. Should be delay of game. All right, Carson on the face-off. There's send all of the center, both centermen out of that face-off circle and send other people in there. Zach controlled it briefly, but the Thunderbirds raced in and controlled it. Sends that one hard all the way down. It deflected, so no icing. Nolan hustles after it. Is able to control it to the near corner. They were slow starting the clock. So it gave Vancouver a couple extra seconds. Nolan hits the brakes, spins around behind the net, and controls the puck. Fires that one to the far side. Finds Zach's stick. He races into the zone. Fires a wrister, but couldn't get all of that one, and it deflects wide of the net. Kai and Zach chasing it in the corner. He gets shoved from behind and goes down. Hops back up, but the Thunderbirds come away with it. Ref gets in the way of Kai's attempt at a check. Thunderbirds still with it, flips it out to neutral. Here's Rhett with it. Sends it over to Nolan. He fires that all the way to the far side where Zach was waiting for it, but a couple guys coming off the bench for Vancouver intercepted that, and here they come back on the ice. Kai, good job getting a stick on that one to push it into the far boards. Now Zach comes in to try and take it away. Rhett throws his guy into the boards, comes out to the blue line and out to neutral. Couldn't keep it at the blue line. We're under 10 minutes left in the game. I'm told my audio's not working. I'm going to keep commentating, though, until we can figure this out. Sent on Sachin. And he makes the save with 9:32 left in the game.
Check to make sure it's not them.
Texting my mother-in-law to see if she can answer. She says all good, so it could be user error. I'm going to keep talking until I get further notice. Here's Christian, racing to the puck, flips that one behind the net. Trace tried to get there, but the Thunderbirds reverse it around. Centering pass goes right through the slot. No one touched it. Bryden hustles in to get this one. But Thunderbirds come back the other way. A 2-on-2 back the other way. Ilya in the way. Cole hustling back. Pass broken up by Ilya. Then deflected in the air. Glove down. That one sent over the net. Thunderbirds keep it at the blue line. Circles through center. Still has the puck. Spins around, harassed by Ilya on the near boards. Now Christian tries to help, pokes that one deep. Bryden tried to poke it up, broken up by the Thunderbirds. Now Ilya to Christian, not out. Thunderbirds with it. Still controlling it. Slides it back to the high slot. Flips that one to the backhand off the boards. We're down to 8:30 left in the game. Poke behind the ref and then bounces behind the net. From the circle, that one off the post and maybe the crossbar, but didn't go in. Still 4-0. Good pass all the way to the far side. Here's Trace racing in, tries to get around, does, fires a wrister, glove save by the Thunderbirds goalie. $8:11 left in the game. 4-0 Hawks. Here's Carson on the face-off. Thunderbirds control it, skate out of the zone. 2-on-2 back the other way with Kellen helping back with the back check. Tried to slide that one through, but got caught up in too many feet. Larry, good fight for it, but the Thunderbirds race in and take it away. Centering pass right through the crease. No one got a stick on it. Now Nolan and Tyler with it on the far side, pushes it up the boards, but not out. Now Nolan with it still has control of it. Slides that one out to neutral, and now it's going to come in off sides. He was close to getting back on sides, but they said no with 7:40 left in the game. Carson on the face-off, wins it. Here's Kellen with it, slides it out to neutral, but they slide it back in to our defensive zone. Try to pass, but whiffed on it. Now he'll have to chase after it. That's Larry. Shoves his guy. Still fighting for it. Good check by Larry, fighting for the puck. He receives a couple elbows. Centering pass. Sachin had to get a stick on that one. Wraps around the far side. I don't know if that one got through. Nolan with it now. Taken away by the Thunderbirds. Centering pass. Good lift there by Kellen. And now Tyler with it. Gets around his man and flips a backhander all the way down. They say no icing. Sent all the way around to the near boards. Carson sweeps it in deep. Kellen chases after it. Good job by Kellen on the check behind the boards. Carson tries to wrap around centering pass right through the crease. No one home. Thunderbirds break out with it. A 1-on-3 back the other way. Now another Thunderbird comes in. This is Ilya, I believe, in the boards. Or no, that can't quite see who that is. That is Larry kicking it. That was Larry kicking it. Now Kellen gets tripped. No call. Kept at the blue line. Thunderbird skate in, gets around Larry, sends it on net. Sachin coolly kicks that one away. Tyler harassing on the far boards. Carson slides up the board. Now Tyler gets it out. He goes down, and the Thunderbirds take it away. Kellen with it. Briefly pushed aside by Rhett, and now the Thunderbirds with it. Larry sends his guy into the corner, shoves him. Good physical play today by Larry. Thunderbirds with it in the near circle, spins around, looking to fire at Rister, but Kai came in from behind, lifted his stick, and now Zach takes it away. He gets shoved off of the puck, though. Not before he gets it deep. We're under 5:40 left in the game. Thunderbirds try and break out. Kai takes that away, sent over to the far side, and now that is Zach, I think, with it. He loses it, though. Now, Thunderbirds, they're fast. They're good skaters. They're hustling, but the Hawks have played really good defense today, and now they'll flip that one all the way down. Might have been icing, but the goalie came out to play it and slow it down and handed it to Bryden. Centering pass, we were making a line change, and only blue jerseys were there to get it. Here comes Vancouver again. Tries to get around Ilya, throws his guy into the boards, smothers him long enough for Trace to take it away, but Vancouver right there also, and they still have it. Everyone fighting for it. Bouncing puck comes to the crease. Trace finds, no, that is Trace with it, who sends it up the boards. Under 5 minutes to go in the game. Christian pokes it back deep. Trace tried to smother it against the boards, but Christian gets it. Pushed hard up the boards. Ilya keeps it at the blue line. He'll send it deep into the corner. Steps in front of the defender. Good play by Ilya. Comes back to the center. Flips a backhander. And the goalie had to get a glove on that one and poke it up and over the net. 4:20 left in the game. Good centering pass. Here comes Thunderbirds breaking out. 2-on-2 with a bunch of players coming back. Good stick there by the Hawks to break that up. And I think that was Ilya playing defense to break that up. Here comes Christian back the other way. Slides that one across, but it went off a skate, and Cole couldn't quite get it, but now he does. Fights for it in the corner. Christian pokes it back up to Cole, who sends it back deep to Christian. Under 4 minutes left in the game. Here's Cole with it, gets on a backhander, flips it on net. Gloved aside. Still behind the net. I think that's Christian with it still. Pokes it up the boards. Tyler gets by him. Nolan fires that one towards the net. Deflected on net, but saved by the Thunderbirds goalie. And I think that might have gone off of Carson's knee or something. He's feeling that one. All right, Bryden on the face-off with 3:40 left in the game. Kept in briefly by Larry at the blue line, but then the bouncing puck comes to the Thunderbirds. Good back check by Larry and good play by, I think that was Rhett playing defense, and the puck slides in on net, and Sachin covers it up to preserve the shutout. 3:28 left.
See that with 3 minutes left.
Face off, won by the Thunderbirds. Sends it towards the net, but taken away. Thunderbirds get it back. Larry shoves his guy into the corner, flips it up the boards, but kept by the Thunderbirds. Pushed along the boards. Larry with it, centering pass just misses Kellen. Winds up a wrister. That one deflected by Kellen up into the boards. Now Thunderbirds send it up the boards. Fires a wrister, deflected, but Sachin was right there to make the save again with exactly 3 minutes left in the game. Face-off controlled back by the Thunderbirds. Kai is streaking. Trace sends it off the boards, and Kyle chase after it. Centering pass just out of reach of Tyler, coming right down through the slot. Oh no, that was Zach. Thunderbirds play it up into the netting with 2:46 left in the game. 4-0 Hawks. Trace on the face-off. Goes behind the net. Thunderbirds get to it. But that's Kai fighting for it again in the far corner. Hawks come away with it. Oh, right through the crease. But bad angle there. Didn't get a good shot off. That was Zach. Here's Trace with it. Hits the brakes a couple times, spinning around. Still has the puck. Great puck possession. Good puck control. Slides it to Kai. Rister goes just wide of the net. Great play by Trace on the far side. But that one sent all the way up the boards. Ilya was pinching, but Nolan comes in to poke that one aside and send it back out to neutral. And now they're offsides. We'll have a neutral zone face-off with 2:07 left in the game. 4-0 Hawks. Sent in by the Thunderbirds. Cole with it. Fires that one off the boards. Deflected by Carson. Now gloved down, batted down. That would be a hand pass if the Thunderbirds had played it. Larry has to spin around and send that one back to neutral. Carson, he might have been able to get a breakaway if he had just gotten by that Thunderbird player. Yeah, Carson back on after taking that wrister to the knee. Now Cole with it. Flips that one up the board softly, so that'll kill some time. We're down to 1:37. Hawks still hustling here. Bryden, good job in the corner, and he comes away with it. Centering pass. Couldn't get through to a Hawks player, and the Thunderbirds come away with it. 1:26 left in the game. Larry pokes that one up the boards. Carson now throws it in deep. Bryden will chase after it. Slides that one to Christian. Taken away by the Thunderbirds. We're down to 1:12 left in the game. 3-on-2 developing here. Fires a wrister. Glove save by Sachin. .106 left. Trace on the face-off. Thunderbirds control it, keep it at the blue line. No, good play by Kellen to poke that one out to neutral, but he's taken out of the play. Oh, but poked aside by Trace. Kellen with it again, goes down in a heap, tripped by a couple different players. Thunderbirds skate back in on sides, deflected into the corner, that shot attempt. Circles behind the net. Fires it to the near circle. Centering pass right into the crease. Slid on net by the Thunderbirds player, and Sachin throws his glove over it to freeze it with 39 seconds left. Not 4-0. Goal differential could mean something. Good poke by Rhett to push that one into the corner. Trace pokes a stick in and now pokes it on further along the boards. Nolan with it. We're down to 26 seconds left in the game. Nolan pushes it up the boards to himself. Tried to center it, but that one deflected off of a Thunderbirds player, and he went down. I don't know if he got that one in. I don't know if that hit him in the face or if that hit him in the ankle. I didn't really see what happened there. With 10 seconds left in the game. Looks like his leg. He might have taken the puck off the ankle. Next game coming up will be tonight from the Tacoma Twin Rinks, 7:05 Pacific time. Trace will take this face-off. One into the corner. Pelling sends it all the way around, or the T-Birds do. We're under 5 seconds. Little collision in the corner, and that'll do it. Hawks will get away with a 4-0 victory in the first game of this SeaTac tournament. 4-0 win, shutout for Sachin, and a scrappy win for the Hawks. We'll see you tonight, 7:05.